This is Alika with Hawaii Efoil Experience, and this is our episode on Efoil Tips FTW from the water, where we do all of our shots from the water, giving you tips on how to level up your efoil riding. So today's episode is going to be about achieving the glide. Now, the glide on an efoil requires several different skills that you may not have worked on yet, so definitely check out our previous episodes. Number one thing you want to know is how to control this trigger. This trigger is super important, how to ride with a partial trigger. And the second thing you need in order to glide is the folding prop. The folding propeller will fold behind you when you let go of the trigger, and that allows you to get maximum glide. They're still dragging the water from that motor, but significantly less. So the glide is super fun. It enables you to ride surf, it enables you to ride wakes, it enables you to do all kinds of fun stuff, including pumping. So how do we do this? So the first part of this glide exercise is to get to foil, nice and comfortable level board, and release the trigger all of a sudden. When you release the trigger, all of a sudden your nose is going to drop. And either you can drop your nose and fall in the water, or you can shift your weight back. Don't move your feet, just shift your weight further to the back foot, enough to keep the board level. It's going to take you several times to do that. It does help to over shift so that you get the nose actually to come up. And that way you know how much weight you need to shift. So that's the first step, is to drop the trigger all of a sudden from a level foil, and then shift your weight to maintain the foil. And as you slow down, the board will come to the water, but you're maintaining a level board, and that's the key. Once you touch the water, then you're going to restart. So that's step number one. Step number two is actually to accelerate out of that position where you came back to the water. So step two is to go on foil, full, whatever speed you want to go, let go of the trigger all of a sudden, glide down to the water with a level board by shifting your weight backwards, and then once you touch the water, feather the trigger back up so you accelerate again, and lean your weight back forward so you can get back to foil. That's step two. And then we're just going to repeat that over and over again. When you can achieve this two-part exercise, then the last part is actually to move your feet back so that you don't have to sit so long on that back foot. And so what I tell people is just to move that back foot ahead of releasing the trigger. So get on foil, be ready to release the trigger, move the back foot back maybe an inch or two, and then release the trigger and shift your weight again, and you'll find that there's not as much pressure on that back foot. So let's see what that looks like. All right, here we go. The glide exercise. We're going to get up on foil first, so let's get this board started. Skim, skim, skim. Up on our knees, partial trigger. Okay. A little bit faster. Get to our feet. Okay. Then we're going to get to foil. Okay. Now we're on foil. What we're going to do is find a nice, comfortable, level, straight line, and then drop the trigger all of a sudden. As we drop the trigger, we got to shift our weight back. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Shift our weight, and we touch the water, we re-accelerate. Oh, not fast enough. Didn't go fast on the trigger. Let's try that again. All right, here we go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Get on foil. It's hard to juggle this camera. I'll tell you that. A little bit choppy, no big deal. Okay? I'm actually going to go with the energy in the water. I'm not trying to catch it, I'm just going with it. Turn around. Achieve level foil. Here we go. Level foil, straight line, and in 3, 2, 1, we drop, and then we come back on again. A little bit of trigger, 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 front foot pressure, counter that torque motor. back on foil. So we'll try that again. Try a level foil. A little bit faster, a little bit faster. There we are, level foil, straight line. We're gonna drop the trigger. Oh. Unexpectedly. That was a disconnect. Let's try that again. Here's your trigger. Keep this board going. Alright. Level board, choppy conditions. Adapt to the situation. There we go. Keep the board skimming. Then get up on foil. Here we are, up on foil. We're going to find a nice level straight line. Here we are. We're going at a decent speed, and we're going to drop the trigger in 3, 2, 1, and glide with our hips back, and then back onto the trigger, and skim again. Okay? Happens kind of fast. I will slow that down and show it to you again. Here we go. Turning around, finding a straight line, get a little bit of speed. Here we are. Not too fast. Medium speed. We're going to glide and drop the trigger in 3, 2, 1. And we're gliding, and then we're going to go back on trigger again as we touch the water. Okay, so you're simply going to do that over and over again. Once you can drop the trigger and then glide to the water and then re-accelerate, then you want to move your back foot ahead of time. So I'm going to try to show you how I move my back foot. See if you can see it. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to find a straight line. I'm nice and balanced right now. In anticipation of dropping the trigger, I'm going to move this back foot, which means I have more weight on the front. So I'm going to hold that trigger. I'm shimming that back foot about an inch, 2 inches. Okay? And now I'm kind of lunging forward as I keep level. And then I'm going to drop the trigger all at once. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And then I'm... Whoa! Did it again. That's okay. It's going to happen to you too. Oh, if I came on earlier, it would have been nice and calm. All right, try it one more time. Skimming on the water, just skim, all right, and accelerate. Get the foil. Ah! Too much fun, I tell you. Okay. Like I was saying, I'm going to move my feet, my back foot only. Okay? So I'm going to get a nice skim. I'm backing up my back foot right now. If you look down here, I don't know if you can see it back there. I move my feet, my back foot. Now I'm kind of lunging forward in a level foil. And I'm going to drop the trigger in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to glide, and I'm going to trigger back up, accelerate, move my foot forward again. Find a nice easy acceleration here, a little trigger, a little trigger. All right, here we are, gliding again. I'm gonna move my back foot again. Here we go, back foot again. There we are, I'm lunging forward. Okay, on a level board, comfortable speed. I'm gonna drop the trigger in 3, 2, 1, and I glide with my hips back and accelerate again. All right, once you can do that, then you'll be able to move on to our next exercise, which is swell riding. All right, we'll see you then. Oh my gosh, too much fun. Tiny little swell, there's nothing here. I'm just riding it just because I can. See, no trigger. If you ever have any questions, just drop the comments below. Hit me up on the email, hawaiiefoil@gmail.com. And we will answer all of your questions. Our goal is to get everybody out here enjoying this amazing sport. And if you're not on Efoil yet, definitely hit up your local dealer, find a friend, get out there in the water and enjoy. Aloha.